Good evening, welcome to you. It's Friday. It's the 1st of May, it's BOBCAST, and I'm recording this at about 25 past 9. Been a good day, I have to say. Now then, we've got a change today because I'm got a different camera angle. I'm using my iPod, as you know, iPad, as you know, to record, and I've just been changing the camera angle to see if I can make it all a little bit better. See what you think. Because I saw myself on the big screen today, never done that before, but got YouTube up on the telly, went on the Bob King YouTube channel, or the St. Andrew's Kelso YouTube channel. That's SAINT Andrews Kelso. And we would really like you to subscribe to that because we're trying to get 100 users and 100 subscribers on that channel. Then we can open up lots more things. So if you're listening, SAINT Andrews Kelso YouTube channel, go on there please and subscribe. That would be fantastic. So I saw myself on the big screen today, and you then look very critically, and there's one or two things. And one of the things I realized is that I use my varifocals a lot. I'm always doing that, trying to look up and look down. So if I'm trying to read something off the screen behind me, then I'm using the varifocal. So I thought I will lower the iPad and see how I got on. So 1st of May, I kept thinking there was emergencies because wherever I went I heard people shouting, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. No parades though, although there's so many people going around town. We're going to be here forever if we don't just stop it and let this bug get out of the way, this wretched virus. Please stop wandering around. You couldn't get parked in Kelso today apparently. It was jam-packed with people, which is not the best thing by any manner of means. It really needs to be sorted out. But there we are. That's something. Thank you to Karen who sent me a rather nice put down, and it's this. It said, "One for you, Bob. The first woman MP, Nancy Astor, said to Winston Churchill, 'Sir, if I were married to you, I would poison your coffee.' And he immediately replied, 'Madam, if I were married to you, I would drink it.'" Now, it could have been to the same person, but I'm not sure. That he said, "Sir," or he said to her, "Madam, you are ugly." And she said, "Sir, you are drunk." Now, this is in the middle of the Commons. Can you imagine this on PMQs? And after she said, "Sir, you are drunk," he said, "Yes, madam, but in the morning I shall be sober." I mean, there's so many things politically wrong with that. It's not true, isn't it? Isn't it? So, anyhow, there we are. So, we had a good day today. Recorded this morning, so managed to get the service recorded. And you can see that from tomorrow night. It'll be on the SAINT Andrews Kelso YouTube channel. And you can go on there and have a look. There'll be links on the Facebook page as well. But when you're there, please subscribe so that we get 100 subscribers. We don't know what we get when we get 100 subscribers, but we know we do get something. We can do a few more facilities, which is good. So we recorded the service for this morning, and that was good. And then came back and early afternoon Zoomed with my colleagues. I put as my Facebook status the Fat Larry Band Zoom. Zoom, when I see you, my heart goes boom. Well, it does a little bit because I'm not quite sure what I think about all this Zooming. Anyhow, we had a very good session. Almost everyone there, just one of our colleagues couldn't make it, which was a real shame. And we had a good chat, and that was nice. And then, I did a real boy thing after that. We all have things that we like doing. Oh, by the way, I had some surgery last year, and as many of you know, 2 years ago. And before the surgery, the anaesthetist offered to knock me out with gas or with a boat paddle. It was an either-or situation. Either or? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Been a bit of a hard day today because one of our neighbours came in to make a formal complaint. They said that our dog had been chasing people on a bike. And I said, listen, I don't want to split hairs here, but our dog can't actually ride a bike, and it doesn't have one either. So it's probably not our dog. And There we go. So what was I saying? Yeah, I did a real boy thing this afternoon. I had a fire in the garden. We've got an incinerator, one of those metal dustbins with a sort of lid and things. And because, excuse me, oh, that's good. I do like my coffee. So it's got the incinerator out, and because we've been clearing out lots of old files and things, I was burning bank statements. Really nice. There's something about pyromania, isn't there? And boys, we do enjoy a good fire. There's no doubt about it. And I don't set them off. There's a lot of arson around in Kelso already on a Saturday and a Friday. I don't do any more of that. But anyhow, there we go. So I had the fire and then sent out for a pizza. Actually didn't send out, but rang the fill-in station up next to the mortuary. So not the mortuary, the ice rink. Next to the ice rink. If we keep going out visiting people, visiting in gardens, being in the streets, it'll become a mortuary because it's all set up for it. We do not want that to happen. The fill-in station next to the ice rink, and we had pizzas from there. Very good they are too. Wood-fired. So I don't know why they were sacked by a tree, but anyhow, they were wood-fired pizza, and we liked that a lot. That was very good, very, very, very good indeed. So if you combine harvesters, you've got a really big restaurant. Have you heard a harvester joke before? Have you been to a harvester before? Ed Byrne cracked this joke at the Edinburgh Festival a couple of years ago, which I thought was quite funny. He said, I have 2 boys, 5 and 6. We're not good at naming boys in our house. Hello 5, hello 6, how are you? Yes, and Alistair Beckett King, quite a funny one, said, whenever someone says, I don't believe in coincidences, I say, oh my God, me neither. So, anyhow, Sue sent me this today. 11 people on a rope. 11 people were hanging on a rope under a helicopter. 10 men and 1 woman. The rope was not strong enough to carry them all, so they decided that one had to leave because otherwise they were all going to fall. They weren't able to name that person until the woman gave a very touching speech. She said that she would voluntarily let go of the rope because as a woman, she was used to giving up everything for her husband and kids, or for men in general, and was used to always making sacrifices with very little in return. As soon as she finished the speech, all the men started clapping. Thank you, Sue, for that. That did make me smile. Right, Pam Ayres. We had Roald Dahl yesterday, and I thought we'd have a little bit of Pam Ayres today, because there we are. This is called Sling Another Chair Leg on the Fire, Mother. And I'm not sure exactly when she wrote it, but quite a long time ago. Sling another chair leg on the fire, Mother. Put your orange box on up to the blaze. Hold your poor old mittens out and warm them in these inflationary days. Sink your teeth into that dripping sandwich. Flick the telly onto Channel 9. And if we get the sound without picture, we'll kick it in the kidneys one more time. Come with me out to the empty garage. We haven't been there for a week or more. We'll bow our heads and gaze in silent homage at the spots of oil upon the floor. We'll think of when we had a motor car there, which we used to take out rain or shine. Before the price of petrol went beyond us, we'll make believe we kept it one more time. Fling another sausage in the pan, Mother. We'll laugh away our worries and our cares. But we'll never get a doctor after hours, Mother, so for God's sake, don't go falling down the stairs. Toss another lentil in the soup, Mother, and serve it up before the news at 9. And if the GPO detectors spot us, make believe we've got a licence one more time. There was a time when we booked up for Ibiza. We bought the suntan lotion and the clothes. but we never got beyond the travel agent, because Courtline organised the one we chose. So knock the clouds off dust from the brochure, wipe the 40-watt bulb free of grime, turn the dog-eared pages to Ibiza. We'll make believe we got there one more time. Pass me the hatchet and the axe, mother. Wipe away that sad and anxious frown. What with all these inflationary spirals, it's nice to see the table falling down. You poor old shins will soon be good and mottled once the flames get round the teak veneer and ring in the warm and dancing firelight. We'll smile and wish each other Happy New Year. That was obviously a time of great inflation. Pam Ayres, she used to be on the Esther Ransom programme, wasn't it? And I cannot remember what that programme was called. Cyril Fletcher. Oh, yes, a glum old fool used to sit in the corner. It was very funny, wasn't it? What was that programme? I'm having a senior moment. Having a craft moment. Can't remember a flaming thing. I'm sure you never have them because you're all far too young. Anyhow, here we are Friday, heading up towards the weekend. I'm doing nothing tomorrow. I'm thinking I might stay in bed all day. Somebody said you're having a pyjama day. I said, well, I would, but I can't find them because I haven't got any. So I'm just going to stay in bed all day, I think. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? But I suppose the one advantage of the lockdown is that if I wanted to stay in bed, I could. Electric blanket on and all those other things. Oh, by the way, you could well be one of them because I've started giving all my friends nicknames based on high street shops. You could be next. So, with that BHS slipping away from us and Debenhams, and sadly it's not going to be an oasis anymore. And, it's sad into all these shops, and to anyone who's lost their job and they're living because of these shops closing, my heart goes out to you. Anyhow, you take care, look after yourselves, and I've just realised I haven't got my prayer, or I have now. There it is, I've found it. So, take care of yourselves, love each other, give each other a hug, give each other a smile, and if you can't, if there's nobody there, lift the phone, smile, and dial, and say, how do you do? And if you haven't tried getting me on your telly, on the Saint, S-A-I-N-T, Andrews Kelso YouTube channel, then do so because I look even bigger on the big screen. And I noticed all my little foibles. So you notice today I haven't scratched my ears, picked my nose. I've tried not to look through the bottom of my bifocals. And, but anyhow, you're not exactly perfect yourself, are you? Love you though, love you all. Watch thou, dear Lord, with those who wake or watch or weep tonight, and give your angels charge over those who sleep. Tend your sick ones, Lord Christ, rest your weary ones, bless your dying ones, soothe your suffering ones, pity your afflicted ones, and shield your joyous ones, all for your love's sake. Amen. Take care. God bless. And, By the way, my friend who's a vegan thinks that people who sell meat are disgusting. But apparently people who sell fruit and veg are grosser. Bye.